want a cake that is so incredibly fluffy, perfectly golden, and tastes just like the classic real deal angel food cake you grew up loving? Well, this gluten-free recipe isn't just good for gluten-free, it's just plain good cake. I'm Kaylee from Gluten-Free Runner, and I'm going to show you how I made this gluten-free angel food cake. But before I do, make sure to like and subscribe for more gluten-free goodness. Here are the ingredients I'm using. Feel free to pause here and take a screenshot, or you can follow along in the description below. We're going to start with a gluten-free 1-to-1 flour blend. I like Bob's Red Mill, but you can use whatever you like. You might be thinking, angel food cake is already light. How hard can gluten-free be? Well, swapping out traditional flour can sometimes make things tricky. But for this recipe, it's surprisingly simple. You're just going to take 2 tablespoons out of your cup of flour and replace it with 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Mix it well, and this will imitate cake flour and give it that incredibly light, airy texture that angel food cake classically has. Then you're going to add half a cup of sugar to your dry ingredients and mix it well. Now, the egg whites are absolutely crucial here. This is where all that iconic angel food cake fluffiness comes from. You want to make sure that there are no traces of yolk in your whites, as this prevents them from whipping properly. You're going to crack all 12 egg whites into a bowl, and then we're simply going to beat them until it's foamy and soft peaks form. You should, when you pull your handheld mixer out, and I recommend using handheld mixer and not just a whisk, it should be nice and foamy and bubbly and almost white. This is the foundation of that incredible signature texture. So take your time and let your mixer do its magic. It's what makes this cake so wonderfully light, incredibly airy, and gives it that perfect, delicate, sweet flavor without ever feeling heavy or dense, despite the fact that it's gluten-free. It's pure cloud-like perfection. Keep beating it together and add in some lemon juice and vanilla. No specific measurements here, folks. It helps with flavor, and a little bit of lemon juice, about a tablespoon of it, or 2 teaspoons-ish, will help structure ever so slightly a little bit more. Now, as you turn up the speed a little bit on your handheld mixer, you're going to add the rest of the sugar slowly to your egg whites, and it should be getting more foamy and stiffer. Once those egg whites are perfectly whipped, it's time to incorporate our dry ingredients. This next step is perhaps the most important secret to a truly successful angel food cake, gluten-free or not. Don't rush this part. You need to gently, carefully fold your flour mixture into the egg whites. We worked so hard to get all that beautiful air into those egg whites, and we want to keep every single bubble. If you mix too vigorously, you'll deflate the batter, and your glorious cake will sadly fall flat. We don't want that. Think of it like coaxing the ingredients together rather than aggressively stirring them. Gentle hands are key here. The gluten-free 1-to-1 flour is also crucial, and you want to make sure that it has the proper amounts of xanthan gum for your flour blend. Next up, we are going to add it to our pan. Here's a little baking paradox that often surprises people. When it comes to angel food cakes, you absolutely do not grease your pan. I know, it feels completely wrong and goes against almost everything I've ever learned about baking, but trust me on this. The batter needs something to grip onto as it rises in the oven. If your pan is greased, the batter will just slip down the sides and your cake won't achieve that impressive height and airy structure. So don't grease it, let that batter cling on for dear life as it climbs to new heights. I have 2 little aluminum bundt pans here, but I've also made this recipe in just a standard 9-inch round cake pan, and it worked amazingly well too. So use whatever you have on hand. You're going to preheat your oven to 325 Fahrenheit and bake it for 40 to 50 minutes. Here comes the scary part, or the flip of faith. Yes, flipping your newly baked angel food cake upside down to cool might look completely weird, even a little terrifying, especially if it's your first time. But there's a brilliant method to this madness. Hanging the cake upside down allows it to cool slowly and completely, preventing it from collapsing in on itself and losing all that precious volume we worked so hard to create. It keeps the cake tall, fluffy, and perfectly shaped. So take a deep breath, trust the process, and let gravity do its job. Let it cool immediately upside down for about an hour, and then after that hour is up, moment of truth. It's time to take it out of the pan. Sometimes they come out nice and easy, and other times they do stick a little bit. You'll see with my first cake here, I had to literally cut it out of its pan. Luckily, I used an aluminum pan. I don't know exactly why this is, but the first cake had trouble coming out, and the second cake literally just slid out super easily. Don't know why, but it did turn out pretty good. I mean, look at that incredible texture. It's so soft, springy, and has that signature airy bounce that you can expect from a perfect angel food cake. The best part, it's completely gluten-free. Honestly, if you didn't tell anyone, I promise you absolutely no one would ever know this was a gluten-free version. It's that good. This is truly a game changer for gluten-free baking. And to truly elevate this masterpiece, all you need are a few simple additions. I love topping it with a mountain of fresh, vibrant berries, especially strawberries. And of course, a generous dollop of freshly whipped cream goes a long way. I didn't have any whipped cream, so I couldn't, and it made me a little sad, but powdered sugar does the trick too. This is the perfect light and refreshing combination that makes for a stunning dessert. And yes, absolutely no gluten required. It's pure sweet bliss in every bite. So now it's your turn. I want to know. Comment below if you've ever had classic angel food cake before, or if this gluten-free version would be your very first time trying it. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you'd be brave enough to try this recipe. Hit subscribe for more gluten-free baking adventures.